Hi there everyone, welcome to Alchemy. In this video, we are going to have the July forecast for Pisces, Sun, Moon and Rising sign. If you'd like to know how this month is going to go, carry on with us. Before we begin this video, I'd like to apologize for those of you who are Pisces for not being able to upload your video last month. Most unfortunately, I had some technical issues that prevented me from doing it, but I hope that this month you'll like this video. So without further ado, let's carry on. So this is a spread we have for Pisces, those of you who have Pisces as Sun, Moon or Rising sign. If you have any doubts regarding your rising sign or your moon sign, I'm going to leave you here with a video where I teach you how to make your natal chart online for free, okay? And how to identify immediately your moon sign and your rising sign. You need your data, your birth data, so the day when you were born, the time, specifically the time as precise as possible to the minute, and the place. The place, if you can't find on the website's map the city where you were born, it's not a problem. You can use the closest city that comes in the list. But the time, it is very important that is as precise as possible to the minute, because that's what's going to give you what sign is rising in the horizon at the moment you were born. Okay. So, for those of you who are here for the first time, welcome. For those of you who are returning, welcome back. If you still haven't done so, please consider subscribing the channel and pressing the bell button to receive the notifications of when we have new videos around here at the channel. Also, you can leave us a like, a comment, or a suggestion or question in our comment box. We're more than happy to read everything, and if there is any question that we can help with, we're more than happy also to answer you back. If you like this work, please consider it sharing it with other people that you believe would benefit from this reading. Alright, so let's delve into Pisces' reading for July. And here we have the Justice. The card of the Justice with the Ten of Swords. What this tells me is that this month you're in a very mental energy. Even though Libra is the sign that is a regent for this card, and Libra is usually associated with relationships, in this case it's justice, it's the balancing of the scales. So you have here the need for some rebalancing, for you to feel that you are being fair with everyone around you, and that the environment around you is being fair with you. Okay, so here we have a mental energy that also talks about paying your dues, fulfilling your obligations, just making things happen the way they should. All right, if you have bills to pay, pay them. If you have taxes to pay, do so. If you have any obligations that you need to honor, do so. All right, because that will contribute for you to feel more balanced and for you to feel that you're getting the just return for your just work and commitment. Okay, at the same time, this comes with the Ten of Swords. So what this tells me is that for you to achieve this balance, for you to achieve this this point of equilibrium, there's stuff that you need to let go in your life. Okay, and coming with the Ten of Swords, I'd say that you have the mental strength. Also coming with the Justice, you would have the sharpness to do so, to see what is around you that no longer makes sense. It could be a job, it could be a relationship, it could be a friendship, it could be a task that you've been procrastinating for forever and it needs to be addressed and solved once and for all. Whatever it is, it's taking your peace away. You need to do it, you need to solve it, you need to fix it as soon as possible so that you can achieve this point of balance and of bliss. Okay, but right now, first focus on what you need to finish. And why? Because as the challenge of the month, we have the energy of the Fool. And the Fool comes with a Queen of Wands. So the Fool talks about adventureness, it talks about leaps of faith, talks about naivety, talks about new beginnings, fresh starts, about new adventures, about starting something, jumping into something. Okay, So it may be hard for you to feel creative, to feel able to do this leap of faith, to start something fresh, something new, start some new experiences, okay? It may be difficult for you to face this need because you need it and you feel it. You feel that you need it. You need to turn a new leaf, turn a new page. But it may be hard for you to see that, just not only to see, it may be hard for you to admit that you actually need to do it, okay? So this comes with the Queen of Wands, because the Queen of Wands represents some willpower, represents magnetism, represents being an authority for yourself, represents that inner fire that makes you feel confident and assertive and sure of yourself and reassured, okay? So it may be the case that for you it is difficult to feel that inner strength, to feel that ability to trust your gut, trust yourself, trust that tiny voice within your heart that tells you where you have to go. That's what this Queen of Wands represents. So the challenge of the month for you would be to be able to feel so self-confident that you can trust in yourself for new beginnings, new flights, new steps, new stuff, okay? New projects, new ideas, leaps of faith, and abilities to be more adventurous with your life. Sometimes people need to take risks, even if it's something as easy and as inoffensive as just changing the color of their hair. But it's a risk, it's something different, all right? It's a new leaf, it's a new page. So you need to find that strength, that willpower, that voice of command within yourself, all right? So that will be the challenge for you this month, and you will only be able to do it and to start something new once you finish whatever it is that you have pending and that you need to get rid of before, all right? So as your love life goes, you have here two cards that combined are a little bit tricky. You have here the Tower and the Four of Coins. This is not a catastrophe, but you actually need to pay attention to what's going on around you right now. If you pretend to stay, if you want to stay in your current relationship, if you are in one relationship right now, you need to see what needs to be changed. Because the Tower is that structural change that comes around and that says, hey, look, you've been dilly-dallying about this for too long. It's time to make a move. It's time to make a change, and it rips your support right from under you. It rips the rug from under your feet, and all of a sudden you are confronted with realities you didn't want to face. You have to deal with stuff you didn't want to deal in the first place, okay? Stuff that you know at the back of your mind that you need to act upon and that you never did. You're gonna have to do so now. So with the Four of Coins, I'd say that there is either jealousy going on in that relationship or someone's being a little bit too selfish, okay? There may be a lack of participation in the home chores, lack of participation with money. One of you may be too selfish. It may be you, or it may be the other person. One of you is just being too selfish with their time, their resources, their will. Whatever it is, someone is withholding here, okay? And right now that needs to be changed. That all your feelings need to be laid out on the table so that the other person knows where you are coming from. And in case that you are the one being the selfish one, you need to listen to what the other person has to say. You need to be honest and you need to be fair, okay? So that whatever it is that needs to be changed can change for this relationship then to rise anew and much more fortified, okay? But if you insist keeping the same way that you are, this may be taking a turn for the worse that will need other intervention, okay? That will need professional intervention to fix. If you are alone right now, I wouldn't say that this is a good month to find anyone, not at all, because maybe you are too afraid of what may happen. You've just conquered some safety, some security, some self-assurance, some self-esteem, and you don't want to put that on the line for another relationship, especially if it maybe ending up being a fleeting one. All right, so right now you need to stay put. Okay, don't close yourself to the world. With these two cards together, it may be the fact that you are too close to the world. You don't want to contact anyone because you don't want to risk losing what cost you so much to get, regarding your sanity, your safety, your security, your inner strength. But you need to open yourself to the world. You need to put yourself out there, even if you're not seeking for a relationship actively, okay? But you need to put yourself out there, because otherwise you're going to be just an island, and no human being is an island, okay? So you actually need to make a little bit of an effort and contact with people, even though you don't engage into a relationship. But contact with people, get out, live a little bit more. Don't live in fear. Actually live, okay? So this is what I have to tell you regarding your love life. So it's not a good month at all to find anyone, okay? Because whatever may come around might jeopardize your so hard work to find the structure, okay? But at the same time, don't close yourself too much, because otherwise the universe is gonna have to come around and break, like the tower, all those defensive layers until you are so exposed that you feel like defenseless. But that's the moment when the universe will start acting on you. The problem is you're not going to like the process. So make it easy on yourself and don't close yourself to life. Then regarding your money, we have two amazing cards, the Strength and the Eight of Coins. What does this mean? With the Strength, you have here willpower, discipline. You have the ability to have your mind over your matter, meaning instead of just reacting to stuff, you can actually act on it, okay? Because you're not driven by instinct. You actually use your head and you evaluate what's going on around you and decide accordingly, okay? So here you have a great opportunity here with the Strength, because this is a card that talks about consciousness and not about brute force, okay? So this is a card that also talks about being very smart. And with the Eight of Coins, I would say that you've been fighting your way through your life so far. You have been smart. You have been working well, and right now you are prepared to receive what life has to give you. And with the Eight of Coins, I would say that there might be a bonus on the way. It's not something that came by fortune, it's something that came by work. But you have money available this month, no doubt about it. You'll feel like you have been justly rewarded for your hard work. This money can yield you more money, because if you can see, there are here 5 coins that have already been finished and 3 others that are on the paper. They are still in a work in progress, okay? So in here you have possibility to make some investments, or to turn your side gig into a job that will yield you some dividends, will grant you some more money, some extra money. So yes, it's a positive month regarding your money. You have enough, a little bit more, possibly a bonus on the way, okay? So you have here a very positive energy. So if any of the worries that you had were regarding the material part, at least with these cards, I'd say that you are scot-free. Then we have your health. Regarding your health, we have the Temperance and the Knight of Coins. The Knights are always cards that talk about having strength, having willpower, having the ability to move forward. In this case, because it's a Knight of Coins, so it's the earth element here, so it's something in concrete. You also have here the ability to manifestate in the real world, in the concrete world, in your physical body, okay? The card of the Knight, it's also a card that talks about expertise, even though if it's not on the top layer of a career, okay, but is someone who has tried and tried again and made an effort and has gained some expertise on something. I mean, the Knight has to train every day to actually be a Knight, okay? So you have here also an energy of even though movement, also an energy of perfectionism, an energy of repetitiveness, an energy of refinement. That's the word that I was seeking. It's a word, energy of refinement, an energy of training, okay, an energy of method and responsibility. And this comes with the card of Temperance, which tells me that right now, whatever you are going through needs to be balanced and worked with either alternative therapies or water therapies. So somehow you need to balance everything. If you pay attention, you will see here that you have an angel flying, okay, he's floating in mid-air, and it's inside a house. So you have already air and earth, the building, and then one hand has fire, the other one has water. So he's balancing all of this in him, around him, from him, all right? So everything here needs to be balanced, and that's the point. There is something that needs to be addressed, that needs to be balanced regarding probably your emotional life, and some situations you already have in your physical body, maybe some stuff that might be hindering you from some sorts of movements, need to be addressed by therapies that have water to it, all right? Because before anything happens to your body, to your physical body, it starts first in your spiritual realm, then it goes down to your mental realm, then it goes down to your emotional realm, and then finally you have a problem in your body. So I would say that you should seek for help, either for hydrotherapy, for example, if you have problems in your joints, where you can be doing some physiotherapy exercises inside a pool, or you may need to take some elixirs to help you balance your emotions, okay? Go for some sort of therapy that involves liquids, that involves water. That will be very helpful to you and will help balance your emotions and whatever it is that comes attached to them, okay? So that you can cooperate with the regular medicine, okay? If you are being followed by a physician, you should complement whatever it is that the physician is suggesting you, whatever treatment lines the physician is applying to you. Complement that with some alternative therapy, all right? Especially something that will deal with your emotions, or any type of therapy that will help you through the use of water. Going for a thermal escape, something like that, it will be helpful for you, okay? Because right now the key for your health would be balance, quite in line with justice as the energy of the month. Then regarding your work, we have here the High Priestess and the Three of Wands. So the High Priestess is a card that talks about intuition. It's great with that. It's a card also that talks about secrets. It's a card that talks about being able to tap into that source of knowledge that is common to all of us, but that is very, very ancient, and that's the ancestral knowledge that we bring with us and that we bring also from other lives, okay? So that's the core of the High Priestess. The thing regarding your work is usually something is going behind the scenes. The High Priestess again talks about secrets and talks about intuition. So you know that there's stuff not clear going on around you, and you know about it. Even though no one told you anything, you are sure of it and you have good reasons for it, okay? Your intuition is tingling and telling you that there is something going on. So if you are working already in a place where you have a steady contract, nothing will happen, because this card's not it's not a card that would foresay many changes, but you need to be on top of yourself so that you know what's going on around you, okay? With the Three of Wands after, I would say that whatever it is will have a positive outcome for you, but for you to be able to negotiate that situation, first of all, you need to know what the situation is, okay? If you are seeking for the renovation of a contract, I would say that yes, it would happen. look at what you sign, look at the motivations that may be under the renovation of that contract, okay? What is actually being offered to you, what's actually being suggested and expected of you. If you are seeking a new job, you'll probably find it nearly more towards the end of the month, but it will not be something linear. It will not be something that you find an ad on the internet or in a newspaper or whatever. No, it will be something very hush-hush, something that a friend, a coworker, a colleague, someone tells you, hey, look, there's gonna be opening a position for this. Give me your resume, I'll put it on top of the list. No one knows about this yet, but I'll make your resume come to the right hands and we'll see what you can work on from there. Okay, so it will be something that you achieve from secret, okay, or in secret. Before the opening is broadcasted to everyone, you already have the first interview, okay? It will go well, but it won't be a fast process, and it will have to be a very discreet process, okay? At the same time, regarding the moon and the Six of Wands, these are the cards for your spirituality, and in this case, I would say that your intuition is building up galore. The card of the moon is a very intuitive card. It's a card that talks a lot about developing intuition, developing lucid dreams, developing whatever gifts you have of healing, of caring, gifts that are also associated with the sacred feminine, okay? All of these gifts are being developed right now, and they can be used triumphantly by you, okay? So it's, if you want to develop any part of your spirituality, go for it and you'll feel delightful about it with this Six of Wands. Whatever it is, if your spiritual practice is to paint and you feel like you need to develop that, use your intuition and paint intuitively, for example. If you volunteer to work with people or with animals, see what your intuition tells you that would be best for you to do and where you should use your gifts. Nevertheless, with these cards, whatever it is that you do, you will feel great about it and you'll be recognized by it. So, an amazing card for your spirituality this month. Let's see about your advice from the Ascended Masters and from the Isis Oracle. So, the Ascended Masters come to you with the god Lug, and he's a Celtic sun god that is known, or whose name means the Shining One. Okay, and he says as follows: through persistent action and positive thinking, your dreams are manifesting into form. So here you have persistence here. This is a time for you to stay persistent. Give any discouragement to Lug and the angels, who will buoy your faith and give you signs of your progress. You're almost there, so keep going. It may help to break large projects into small steps so that you'll feel the thrill of accomplishment with each step that you take. Persistence pays off. Stick with it. Additional meanings for this card may be: overcome procrastination tendencies and take action today. Stick to your priorities and promises. Chip away at your dreams and desires with daily action steps. Stay positive and visualize your dreams as already manifested. Commit to your dreams for the long haul. Okay, so this is what you have here that's consistent with this card of strength, that's also consistent with this justice. Okay, so we have as the Isis Oracle, we have the power over 7 scorpions. So it's a very powerful card. This card says as follows: power to conjure lower vibrational forces. You are being initiated into the magic of conjuring to have power to affect lower vibrational forces through your own will and spoken word. You are guided to use this powerful gift with compassion and discernment, with mercy and non-judgment. You can then manage any toxicity in your life swiftly and with great effect. The Lady Isis teaches the arts of conjuring, of being able to use will and word to gain dominion over lower vibrational energies. We must be careful to use this gift with compassion, respect, and love. Using words with care and firmness will bring great healing into your life. You are guided to become aware of the power of your words and to realize that they are becoming very effective as a healing instrument. The lady was able to cause the poison of 7 scorpions to yield to her healing intent by naming them and dominating their poison. She did so out of compassion to save the life of a young boy. In this story lies the mystery of her conjuring art that is awakening in you. To name the poison requires careful and clear assessment. If you judge or resist really knowing it, you are unlikely to be able to accurately name and therefore gain power over the poison. If you stay curious, detached, and compassionate, your perception and ability to wield the power that comes with the ability to accurately name something will increase. The poison may be jealousy, resentment, fear, or guilt. It may be blame or shame, anger or possessiveness born of abandonment or rejection in the past. It may be a poison that is sourced from within your own self or injected into your system from another. It could be an actual phrase or insult, a cruel childhood nickname or taunt, even said in humor, but that wounded the open body soul at the time. It might be a cultural poison, such as the sickness evidenced in our cultural images of the feminine body, that leads to distorted perception of ideal body image, hatred of our bodies, and disordered eating. The poison might be your own fear of success or failure. It might quite simply be the ego in a dramatic, endless spiral of suffering from which there appears to be no respite. Isis can help you heal and grow more powerful than any poison in your system or relationship or any toxic environment by helping you name it, take ownership of the situation, and make any inner change necessary so that you can either effect transformation of the situation or are transported from it by your changing vibration, which then draws a different circumstance more aligned with your frequency. Conjuring and domination in this art do not occur by force, for in forcing against something we are giving it power through our resistance. The power to conjure in the healing mysteries of Lady Isis comes in compassionate realization of the truth. So here you have your information for this month, your gifts being developed, your intuition opening up, and your ability to see things more clearly than ever. I hope that you liked this spread. I hope that it helped you and it gave you guidance for this month, and I hope to see you again in the next video. See you soon. Bye.